9:47 p.m. Tuesday, March 19th, 2019. Episode number 710 of Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Jonathan, hello. As I sit across from
Trying
you,
to
eye to eye,
get myself grounded here.
I feel so grounded as we approach episode 710. Yeah Dude, America through the eyes of two American Americans.
But you don't have to.
Now listen.
You don't have people's lives in your hands like I do.
Like you will right now.
All right, it's easy for you. You just got to read a bunch of ad mat.
I want to say, back by popular demand, found from the voicemail 888.
Wow. Did we lose the camera by any chance, Jeff? Are we all right? Yeah. Miz. He doesn't like these episodes. He thinks I'm full of shit.
He likes like a big cat. He likes to see me prowl when he sees me sitting.
He doesn't like it. He's more of a traditionalist when it comes to self-help and advice.
No questions about it. He doesn't want to hear what you have to say. 888-842-2357, the voicemail. We did a show. We did all Dear Amy, Ask Amy episode, and it was when people called, they really liked that because Jonathan can impart this wisdom.
The animal welfare one, people didn't like so much.
They didn't like so much. They hated that was my idea. They hated episode 600, my idea.
Which was what?
That was the where everyone sat while you poorly guessed voiceovers.
Well, that was
my fault.
I mean, that's on. But if I had been good at it, maybe.
No, listen. My bad.
But I want to just off the top just say we have 3 live shows coming up that you should get tickets for, any and all of them, if you're going to be remotely near us at any of these dates. April 20th in Los Angeles.
If you're remotely interested in your own personal well-being and your emotional health,
yes,
you need one of the key components of that is laughter
and communing,
medicine,
420,
finding parking.
April 20th. In Highland Park.
How'd you like to leave your house and look for parking?
Sound good?
Anyone?
Fun? At the Lodge Room in Highland Park, California, my neighborhood.
You
Very
can walk
excited.
there. You have no problem.
I don't have to worry about parking.
You'll sleep at your crib on Friday
I'll park
night.
early the day before, reserve some spots. I have a few cars, so I could hold a few spots for a few people. So text
motorcycle,
me if you need me to.
I'll
van.
sleep at your place on the 19th.
Definitely.
And then we can walk there together.
Bosch together.
We'll watch Bosch all night. We'll start it at midnight. We'll do a Bosch marathon, and we'll walk hand in hand to the venue.
We'll stay up all night.
It's not often that you get to see a comedy team walk hand in hand to the venue
from one of them,
one of their homes.
Saturday, June 22nd at the Magic Bag in Ferndale, Michigan, in the Detroit metropolitan area. Very excited to be going back there. And our summer celebratory Independence Day weekend jam.
You don't know shit from Shinola. Is that a saying?
Yeah, but not from down there.
But isn't Shinola the company that's in Detroit?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana, which is where our third show is, July 6th. Saturday.
The Rougarou.
At One-Eyed Jack's.
Shit from Shinola. What's that mean? So, yeah, we have a collection of, I guess, questions that people have asked. We want answers.
Shinola, the company, the current company has nothing to do with Shinola.
No, I know.
Shinola was wasn't it like brown polish? So it's like you can't tell the difference between brown shit and brown shine.
I'm not even gonna fucking look up. No more etymology. Let's get down to brass tacks, nuts and bolts. I have questions. Americans have written in because they have questions. Could you help them?
These are from listeners.
These are from listeners, not from the Los Angeles Times. These were actual handwritten letters.
Could we do this?
Sent to. That'd be a good idea.
Could we do that?
Next episode of Ask Amy's will be straight up Ask Jonathan's because I'm requesting for Ask Jaime's for handwritten notes.
Well,
for questions.
Yeah, or if you're feeling like
handwritten notes.
If they're not, but if you feel like they're incriminating and you don't want to do it in your own hand, then I guess you could cut letters out of a magazine or something.
Yeah, do it like that.
Like
600 words of letters and a ransom note. Jonathan.
Yes.
I'm a female college freshman this year. Are you listening?
Oh, I'm
yes.
all ears.
During high school, I discovered I am bisexual, but I've never had any relationships. This fall, I started hooking up with a girl who lives in the dorm next door. It started out as platonic, just two friends having fun. But now I'm starting to feel more for her. I've talked to her about it, and she said she wasn't sure how she felt about me, and that she had always had trouble identifying how she feels about people. I told her I wouldn't press her, and we both agreed we are still content with our physical relationship. How do I navigate this? I know I would like to go out with her, but I don't know if that's even possible. I don't want to get hurt. Is it better to just cut things off completely now, or should I keep having fun?
Have fun.
You say have a blast. Have a Baja Blast.
Grab some Baja Blast.
First of all, go down
Go
to
to
the
Taco
7.
Bell. Go down to the Bell. Get 2 huge
Enormous.
Baja Blasts.
Enormous.
Okay.
First of all.
You know, you have someone who clearly has. You guys were friends, so that
Had a rapport.
that is an emotional connection.
It's great. We're all looking for that in life.
Now you clearly have been hooking up. There's a physical connection there too.
Amazing.
So whether or not this girl is willing to admit it or not, obviously she likes you. Maybe this person is not prepared at this stage of their lives to entirely surrender to those types of feelings or affection for you. But you, obviously, with the insight that you have, know that exists. So if you truly care about this person, then don't allow yourself to be in a position where you would get hurt. If you can't maintain a physical, well, I guess a friendship with privileges type arrangement with this person, and keep yourself emotionally safe, then maybe you need to take a step back. But if I were you, I would suggest to try to check your ego or heart at the curb a little bit and just get down.
Yeah. I mean, why is it got to be so binary? Why does she got to?
It doesn't have to be.
Why do they have to be? Why do we have to label anything?
We're just homies.
It
that
feels
hook up.
good. It's just energy.
It's like
It's
you
a
and me.
spectrum like you and I. Post show, late night,
Like we've always been.
Baja Blast. Baja Blasting it.
It's there's no reason. But what I'm saying is that is assuming that you can get over your own the wants to push this into another realm of exclusivity or more devotion or commitment or whatever. If that's something that you are just can't get beyond yourself, then you need to remove yourself from the situation in order to avoid being hurt by this person who is,
Gorgeous.
so banging. Such a tight little package.
Supple intellect and the like. Why can't? I guess what you're saying is, live.
Just
do you.
Live Moss.
Live Moss.
Baja Blast it.
And
Baja
just
Finger Blaster.
Live Moss and Baja Finger Blast.
What's the big whoop?
Listen, young people. I don't want her to. Just want her to. If it feels right, go with it.
Be there for your friend who
clearly
friend, likes you and likes hooking up with you, but maybe isn't really totally ready to be gay.
Be there for her emotionally.
And physically.
Mostly physically. But also emotionally. And just be open about... But, you also can't be afraid when these things. You can't... About your heart. Because in these things, hearts get broken.
Yeah.
You can't... That's a tightrope. It's a fine line. You can't go in there gingerly. Sometimes you gotta...
What are we talking about? She's a redhead?
She's a...
She said gingerly.
Titian beauty.
Said it was a fine line and it was gingerly.
And I said something about a tightrope.
I mean, I was getting very distracted.
Come on. Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
I'm in a bind. A year ago, my wife died. At the time, I told only our closest friends. It was hard enough telling them, much less anyone else. It's still difficult for me to talk about. Now I'm getting announcements about life events from the friends that I didn't tell. About their new grandchildren or one of their daughters or sons getting married. I don't know what to tell them. I want to congratulate them, but I also feel that they deserve to be told about my wife. It doesn't seem right to reply to their wonderful news
my wife's
with my
dead.
tragic news. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Amazing. Jennifer's getting married.
incredible.
Deborah's
My wife's
dead.
Been
Deborah
meaning
died.
to tell you 2 years
Deborah
ago.
died 5 years ago. Why didn't you tell us?
Well, I didn't want to ruin all this good news.
All the good news. Heard that John booked that little small part in that movie, and I know he'd been working hard to.
Just never was a
book.
good time to tell you.
I don't know what to do. Can you help? I mean, that's.
What?
I mean, what do you? Why are you not? What do you? I guess it hit him so. It was.
I mean,
so difficult.
Okay, if you. Yes, I'm not saying that's not possible, but is this person not on the internet? And are none of these people on the internet?
Well, it sounds maybe he might be older. He's talking about friends' grandkids. So let's. But even that, there'd be a newspaper obituary.
You respond to those announcements as they come on a case by case basis, and don't mention yourself at all, and thus don't mention the fact that you haven't told them that your wife is dead. Then you have to separately deal with letting that be known. And if it's too uncomfortable for you to individually contact these people,
Seems crazy.
then you make some type of maybe a public post about it.
Or you public post.
Like take an obituary out or make
Seems
a
like
post
there
on
would.
Facebook and be like, it's been this long.
Make
I
a-
struggled to tell people.
Like a postcard.
She's gone.
Just
I
send out
love her.
Send out 100 postcards to everyone you know.
No.
Deborah's dead. Just send it out.
Debbie's dead.
Deborah died 3 years ago. I apologize.
How long has it been?
10 years.
No. How long has it been? Did he say?
Don't think he's
2 years ago.
A year ago.
Okay. That's fine.
It's almost, yeah, I guess.
What do you mean you guess? Will you just be right on the phone like as soon as it happened?
Dead. She's still, yeah,
Nope.
that's her. They're taking the body out now. That's the,
Just want to let you know.
Yeah.
I got to go.
hold on. No, yeah.
got 100
Deborah. Name's Deborah.
I got
Yeah,
100 more calls. to
Straight
make.
dead. Get 99 more postcards to mail. Yeah, because who knows?
A year
You're
is
so the
plenty
grieving.
of time to take. You don't.
I guess, it's so crazy because, if
I'm not
one
saying
of-
it's plenty.
I guess
like
the
that's,
friends-
Like
there's-
I'm saying there's nothing. No one's going to be like, why
It's-
didn't you tell me sooner? Unless there are people that are like very close to her.
I would.
That should have, but you still can't really say anything.
I would be like, dog.
What
I
would
guess-
you be like?
Dog.
What does that mean?
Be like, what up?
What do you mean? What up?
Like she died a year ago?
And you didn't tell me?
You just didn't tell me? No, I
Yeah.
was grieving. I'd be like, all right. Then I'd ask all the other people that knew and be like, why'd you not call me? Tell me that.
Well, those are the people that you get upset
Go
with.
over with them. Like, how the fuck would
You
you
can't
not-
take it to the person that was the closest
Hey.
to her, who's grieving, and be
Hey.
like jelly that you didn't get
Yeah,
told
that I'm not
because
out
you
of
just
loop.
love gossip.
I'm Juicy
That's
G.
all you're all mad about.
Totally.
You're stoked, and truth be told, you didn't have to go to the funeral. You're fucking thrilled.
Thrilled about that. But the fact that we were all
I
at
wasn't
that-
able to
that
gossip.
dinner party this summer and everyone at the table knew
Yeah,
but me.
when Greg and Katie got
Yeah,
married, that you
no
couldn't
one
go-
mentioned Deborah died.
What?
Yeah, he's not saying anything.
You're a cruel man.
what? Deborah died?
So if he's not on Facebook, what do? You got to send out a mailer, a newsletter,
I guess make a YouTube vid.
like a solo.
Yeah.
Just you walking down the beach by yourself.
Yeah, all alone. As you've noticed, I've been walking alone on this beach for
The last-
8 minutes.
Last 8 minutes.
You might be wondering.
What's that weird?
And no,
sad
this
song?
isn't one of those one footprint Jizo things. This is something different.
Debbie died.
Turn into the camera. Cut, lifeguard. Let's rack it. Take everybody back. Come on your marks.
You don't know fucking anybody anything.
Totally.
You want to congratulate them? Do it. You want to congratulate them and be like,
congratulate them on the. Oh,
on
you mean I thought on.
No, I'm saying you want to congratulate them
Congratulate him on being
fucking,
single.
you know, your deadbeat son's fucking graduation from some degree that he's never going to fucking use.
Yeah.
Congratulate him. You want to congratulate him and be like, by the way, Debbie died. You can do that too.
She went to
It's
that
up to
college.
you.
Yeah, she went to that college. She didn't use that degree.
Debbie went
either.
to that college. Debbie, you know, you remember Debbie. She died a year ago.
Yeah.
You maybe don't know that because I've been grieving. Congrats, though.
Congratulations.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
Never
you don't
find
owe
a job.
anybody anything.
You have no idea about this job market. You're never going to work. But anyway, okay. You don't know anybody anything.
But if it still hurts to talk about it,
I think it does.
but you feel obligated, I'm sure it does, but I'm saying so much so that you don't want to talk to these people about it, but you feel obligated to let these people know, then some type of a public offering and allow those people to inform
okay, so he's
each other.
He's not showing up places like, where's Debbie? And he's like, she's
just still not
at her
feeling
mom's.
well.
She's at her mom's.
Yeah. She's in Greece. I told you that.
But is that weird?
What?
Yes. To not address.
What do you mean? To lie and say that she's in Greece?
Okay, yeah, she's in Mykonos. You know
That's
that.
fucking nuts.
Okay, so
that
that
means
would
you
be-
killed them.
Oh, yeah.
Usually. That means you are like,
Yeah.
it's like a
she's-
health insurance
yeah,
thing.
She's like
life insurance.
in the quarry by the house. I
You
mean,
don't-
Mykonos. Did I say in the quarry by the house? I meant Mykonos.
If you're
she goes
grieving,
with her lovers.
if you're grieving so badly that you can't tell people, then you shouldn't be attending those events, I don't think.
Okay.
And that's not from a place of judgment. I'm just saying, if you can't verbalize what's
Yeah.
going on in your life, then you shouldn't be showing up to these places and pretending that things are okay, because
yeah.
that just will further compound the depth of insanity and grieving that you're in.
Okay.
You just gotta.
It's hard to keep your story straight too, because you tell one she's in Mykonos.
Mykonos, you tell the other one it's fucking Portugal.
Oh yeah. She loves Portugal
at
the man.
Carnival.
She's on tour with Portugal the man.
I said Portugal, but what I meant
Did
was
I say that?
Portugal the man.
She's on tour with Portugal the man. She's been.
No, he's not a man. It's a band.
Nah, it's hard to. They had that one song, and it was always on. She loved it, so she's in a van. Hashtag van life. Whole different
With
story.
Portugal the
with
man.
Portugal the man. Okay,
Debbie.
Deborah. You know.
Deb.
Why are you crying? I just miss her. Jonathan.
Yes.
I'm a recent college graduate working in my first, quote, adult job. Is that triple X? Is that what they mean?
Working in my first adult industry.
Shooting my first
I'm
porno
a jizz
film.
mopper.
I work closely every day with an older coworker who essentially oversees all of my work activities. Recently, while trying to connect with him on LinkedIn, with no success because he isn't a user.
Because nobody's a user.
He's not a psychopath like me.
Because he's not a fucking psycho.
I Googled his name and the state he lives in.
Uh-oh.
Well,
We got a little sexual.
Here we go.
Sexual assault charge?
the first result was an article from several years ago with his mugshot saying he had been arrested a decade ago for an alleged sexual assault on a minor.
There we go. Not there we go.
No,
Like,
like with that.
but I
Finally here. Now
Just
I'm in.
gotten
Now I
there. I'm
figure it
just-
out
yeah.
what we're working with here. The article didn't give details on how the case ended, but I assume he was found not guilty. Otherwise, I assume he would be in jail. Oh, so you're really
well
dumb.
out.
So you're
You're
just
on LinkedIn.
fresh out on LinkedIn, and you think people like
Go to
get
jail
caught and they go to
for
jail when they
rape?
commit crimes. Because you're very
Unless
young.
you're a person of color.
So you're very young. Well, I would assume he committed a crime. He'll spend an adequate time behind bars, incarcerated for said crime. Oh, adorable. The article. Oh, sorry. Otherwise, still, I looked into his background a little more with free online tools and discovered that he has many other crimes on his record, including burglary and domestic assault.
Wow.
This guy's going for it.
Why does this guy work? What is this job?
Oh, what could he be doing? Basically,
Maybe this is porn.
Basically, I don't know how to handle this information. I feel incredibly disturbed and uncomfortable since learning this, and I'm dreading continuing to work with him. I'm not sure if I should bring it up with HR or try to let it go. Jonathan, what right now do I do? Juicy G just got exposed with some light, free online tools.
Nothing I paid for.
Nothing. Which she did. She's
Definitely
auto-paid,
paid.
like people search
100%
$99
paid for that background search.
No question.
I mean, you're going to tell me if you had a superior boss at your first job who stands over you every day looking down your fucking shirt or whatever
Yeah.
and waiting to assault you,
Yeah.
and you found out that they had a sexual assault with a minor charge that you wouldn't name a figure that you wouldn't pay to get all of the details of that in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't stop until I was at the House of Records.
Yes.
And I'd drive to the
in Albuquerque.
state. Yeah.
Drove 13 hours to Albuquerque. They opened at 8.
Not coming in today.
Microfiche, like juicy.
You could absolutely
Blackmail him?
blackmail, have him put a hit on him.
Okay.
No, you could just go straight to HR.
I mean,
and be like, you gotta put me somewhere else, and you better not make it seem remotely fishy that I requested it, because
it's got to be more.
this
This
dude-
guy's got to go.
But that's okay.
Can't
so
just be a matter of-
Let's back this up. To be accused of something and acquitted of it doesn't make you guilty.
Yes, it does. If you're accused of anything, you're guilty.
That's not true.
It's so true. There's like 99% of the time if somebody accuses you of doing something, you did it.
That isn't true.
So true. I didn't do it. Then why did 10 people
Why
say you
did they
did?
say you
Shut
did it?
up. No one acquitted. I was acquitted. I don't know what that means.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not a lawyer.
It's a technicality.
They said you did
still
it.
Did it.
You did it.
So sexually assaulting a minor, if they were convicted of that, the idea that they would be in a workplace, it would be maybe a little suspect, and we would think that either that would be something that would be made clear to other people in the office, or that the hiring party was unaware of this somehow, because I don't know. But if it's so accessible, if the information's so accessible that she could find it with free light
Online
tools, very light, low impact, low CPU
Yeah.
usage tools. Okay, maybe he's got to go, but if you ain't trying to fuck anybody else's life up, but just want to remove yourself from the equation, you as an individual certainly have the rights to go to human resources and say, I'm not comfortable with this person working as my superior.
But isn't it incumbent on you to let everybody else know in the office
Absolutely
what you're dealing
not.
with?
You trying to get raped? You trying to get assaulted?
No,
by
I'm
this
trying
person?
I'm trying to not just extricate myself from the
not being
situation
serious
and put it
about
on,
that.
but
But-
the next person that sits there.
Again,
First of all, mugshot print.
see, this
Lean over now. My computer's here, so I'd turn. Let's say it was me, because this is where I make my copies. I'd open it, boom. How many people work in the office?
22?
33. So I make 43. I drop 10 on windshields on the way in. The rest 33 are gone, all 33 desks. Everyone comes into work in the morning. What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? Is this David? It is.
His real name's David.
It's David. You've been calling him David for over 2 years.
That's how he tricked us.
Deal with
That's how
it.
he slipped through the
Wait
system.
a minute. He doesn't have sideburns in this picture? Yes. Think about it.
Would you do that?
If I was at work and there was a mugshot, Jonathan, the question is what is the amount of time between me finding out a coworker has a mugshot and everyone else that I work with finding out about that
But a
mugshot?
mugshot for a Dewey versus a mugshot for a sexual assault on a minor charge. The severity of that.
Well, then all
and
it would do for
outing
me is
that
make
person,
it would make me it would lessen the guilt. The more severe their crime, the less of guilt that I would have. Does that make sense?
Accused crime.
Well, again. What about the domestic assault? Several run-ins with the law. Hey, if you got no problem with it, let's talk about it over at Chobani in the break room.
Yeah.
Let's heat some fucking haddock up in the microwave and break bread here. Find out what's
Let's talk.
Let's talk shot. What's up, David? Or should I call you David?
Sideburnless David.
I mean, mugshot coworker.
Listen, if it was anything other than,
I'd fall out of my chair.
But anything
serious?
But that's what I'm saying, Seth, is that your enjoyment in that will overlook
of busting perps
the person involved, and maybe
save somebody else.
No, Seth. You've nothing like that you've ever done has ever saved anyone.
Lives. I think
no
so.
Way. But you certainly embarrassed and or outed said people.
Probably saved some lives.
I wouldn't think so.
Company picnic, children.
No. First of all, you're not this person. The people that you've outed were picking up prostitutes and being drunk and disorderly.
Hey, come on now.
But I'm really thinking here because your options are, like you're saying, you take yourself out of the equation. What about everyone else? What if this information isn't known about? So do you not find out that information first?
You mean you got to do your own detective work and find out?
Are you aware of this, that this person you have working for you, who I'm working under, has a criminal record?
Yeah.
If so, why wasn't I informed? Do other people know? And then make those decisions, like you're saying, of how many copies to make, et cetera. And also
at least 50.
How much money they're going to give you in order to not sue them as a company for putting you in this position in the first place, and what position they're going to give you now that you're aware of it or whatever.
Now that you're the president.
Now that you
and
own
so
it.
You've turned a fresh out of college job into a vice presidentship.
Congratulations. You now own this porn company.
You own it.
They're fairly. I'm just saying, if it was someone and the person had charges that were robbery, I don't think I would say anything.
Yeah, you don't got no problem with that.
It's not that I don't have a problem with it, Seth. It's that I believe that people could quite possibly have done something like that at a time in their lives that they don't plan on revisiting, that they don't particularly want to revisit, and that it's almost none of my business. Something that maybe violated someone else's, person, violent crimes, stuff like that. I think that puts you in a different realm. But the thing about it is that you, like you're saying, you're going to confront this person who possibly has. Are you the only person that knows this and you're going to confront them with it? They're going to be like, yeah, come here, let's go talk about it in the fucking stairwell that I'm going to throw you down.
No, because the mugshots are on everybody's desk. So it's 33 people confronting them. And I think an angry mob is more of sort of...
That's what you mean. Sticks and whatnot. I mean. Torches and sticks.
At the office, at the porn company. Got to look out for one another.
Yeah.
Mugshot. Juicy. I mean, I can't even watch a live PD episode without the joy I get of thinking, oh my God, people work and know this person and they are going to lose it when someone texts them and says, you're fucking going to die. Like Jimmy is getting arrested on live PD right now.
David's on television.
David's on television.
He doesn't have any sideburns anymore.
You never. It's like for a second you're like, I know that. Oh my God, because it's just they're gone.
What do you? I'm not saying that I don't understand or relate to that feeling. But why do you think it's such a heightened version of it in you?
I don't know. Wow.
It's tied
I think
in.
of how lucky people are. Like
It's tied
somebody
in, though.
knows
It's
this
tied
person.
into the same your spotting of celebrities and stuff like that. It's all comes from a.
It comes from the same place.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's only two things that bring me joy:
Exposing people's secrets,
in finding out deep, juicy G,
fame,
and seeing
celebrities, or exposing people's deepest, darkest secrets.
Destroying
Without their
one's,
consent.
destroying one's life without their consent with the deepest, juiciest G known to man, and B-list celebrity from a television show. Equally, just pure joy.
Might need to look at that.
Should I look into that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Like there's a cast member from Bella and the Bulldogs. Is that Buddy Handelson
Yeah, but you
from Bella
like
and the
Buddy
Bulldogs?
and the Bulldogs.
Bella and the Bulldogs. Did I say Buddy and the Bulldogs?
No, I said Bella and the Bulldogs. Isn't it Bella?
Bella and the Bulldogs.
Not Belle. It's Bella.
Bella.
Like beautiful.
Bella.
Bella. You watch that show.
Okay, so yeah, I
Like,
guess
I'm trying
I've
to
always
think. It's
celebrities.
there's stuff that there's people that you see
All the time.
that you know that you shouldn't know,
Don't
and
give 'em
you
a
not
second.
only know
Don't give
them,
'em a second.
you know their names,
Yeah.
and you still can't not
And birthdays.
acknowledge them and
no,
stuff.
won't give them that
So
because it's really a gift that you're giving. You know,
your acknowledgement of them.
your acknowledgement and appreciation of them and what they do. It's really they're giving you a gift, and I believe you're giving them a gift back by
No,
acknowledging
I don't agree
that gift.
with you, and I don't know if they agree with you. I think you think of it because you would like people to do that to you.
All I want,
Huh?
nothing better.
Nothing better. I understand that part of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everyone that's in the field of entertainment,
If you will.
likes being treated that way in their public life.
Probably not. Then get out.
And moreover, the things that you are congratulating them for, some of them borderline not congratulatable in the scheme of most people's
in
eyes.
life.
So they probably think you might be taking the piss,
Okay.
or that you're not mentally that you're mentally unwell.
There's something.
That there's maybe something off kilter
Okay, not at
because
100%.
you shouldn't
know that.
know that about them.
Okay. And that's from the
Or
same place
be aggressively pursuing them so much to let them
outside
know
of their
that you know
homes.
in this car.
And that's from the same place as a Juicy G bringing a sort of.
I think it.
God, we got to get to the bottom of that. 888-842-2357. We'll move on.
We'll revisit.
Yeah. I need help. I don't love my firstborn son.
No one ever does. I don't
Not the
think.
first.
Just ask my dad.
I feel nothing with him. When I hold my second son, heart swells with love. Obsessed. It used to be like that with my first two, but it's not like that anymore, and I'm not sure why. I think that's going to happen with she has a third and the second.
Is it she?
Good question. My older son is 2.5 and a real handful. I feel like all I do is get after him. I hardly have time to sit for a second anymore. I try to bond with him. I try to play with him, but every time I try, he's good for a minute, and then he starts biting me or slapping me or licking me, and I just get really angry with him again. I feel so guilty. I want to love him like I love my other son, but for now I just pretend to love them the same. I don't want to hurt his little feelings.
Pipsqueak shit.
The little pipsqueak fucking beta soy boy cuck. But my second son, what do I do? She hates her first son. I mean, hates him. Second son, obsessed. Is that going to, if she had a third son, would that happen to the second son?
That's possible.
Oh, shit.
But also, what about this second son? What happens when that son turns the age that this one is and starts biting and licking too?
That sounds adorable. It sounds like with this one, she'll just love it. And then the older one will be like, you know what, whenever I bit her, she got pissed.
So it doesn't matter about
What
the biting and
actions
licking
are.
doesn't actually matter. It's the biting and licking is coming from
Yeah.
Soy Boy, not from fucking
Yeah.
Prince Charming over there.
Yeah.
little baby Prince Charming.
Yeah.
But she said she used to feel that way about the first one
She kind of liked him. I mean,
until the second one was
he's
born.
aight.
So maybe she only has the capacity to love one child.
Could it be?
So
could it
maybe
be
she
different
needs to-
fathers?
she
could,
needs to
could
give
it be
up.
could the boys have different dads and she just
should
despises
give one of them up.
She should give her firstborn son.
Second born. Force yourself to love the firstborn.
What you need to do, you have to release the things you love and see if he can make it back to you.
By
So
the time he's 18.
so bring him to a fire station and leave. And if he loves you, he will eventually, with
Find
the
his-
internet, find out who his biological mother is and make it back to you.
You made it.
Oh, you did love me,
I did.
Is that
but,
you?
I hate you now.
but I
No.
still hate this one.
We have what you're saying is possible. You would hope that person would maybe include that in the letter. If
Which
that
part?
if there was a separate father, then maybe
she
there was some
hates
negative
the dad.
attributes
Yeah,
there.
he
That
looks exactly like the dad she hates.
some transference that's going on. But it's also quite possible that you have a child who you love dearly, who also needs you in a way that your firstborn no longer does, and that your firstborn is going through a phase of life that is not likable. Which,
the terrible twos, I think they call it.
I mean, the kids are fucking gross and horrible. So, maybe fucking ignore them for a while.
Okay. Hate him for a little bit.
Just hate them.
Just tell him.
No.
Don't pretend to like him.
No.
She can barely.
Don't even have to do that.
Just ignore him.
Just go kind of
Go
dead.
blank. Go dead like you do with their fathers. When you make love, dead inside. And then wait. The third time's a charm.
So have another.
That baby daddy's gonna work out.
No, I think you have a child that you adore because they are little and need. It's like puppy love kind of a thing. It's like they're only adorable, and then you have a child who is pretty much awful 90% of the time, but it's transitioning into a person. So you start treating that. Stop looking for that babiness in them and start trying to pull out of them the person and start dealing with the human that's forming. And don't look to that child to give you the feeling that this, drooly little needy fucking baby is going to give you, because that's not happening anymore. That time is over.
Yeah. Now's the time
So-
for slapping and biting.
And licking and biting.
Licking and biting and slapping. Great. How long does this last? Till he's
About 10 years.
He's probably 11 or 12. Maybe 8th grade. Once he goes on the 8th grade Washington
Still love
trip,
him?
he'll go on the 8th grade Washington
He's
trip.
going to get blown and then he'll
Get
stop.
a hand job on the bus on the way back from D.C., and then he's right as rain.
He'll never bite you again.
But you got a long way to go, Mom. It's tough. It's tough. Parenthood's very difficult. It's very difficult.
I think people think that things are supposed to
Be good and work out and be nice.
or just that or that they're going to be, not that they're not up for the work, but that the
You're talking about parents?
emotional availability is going to be there. That somehow, I think that we believe, we so often we think about things that we think we want in our lives and don't factor in what the emotional requirements might be. Only
Talking about in general.
just in general, but I mean, child rearing obviously being probably a huge one. I can only imagine.
Ooh.
But just like, oh, I'm up for that, and all you're seeing is the work ethic and consistency. But at no point do you question, but what happens when my heart dies? Like when my heart dies
That first lick.
in it. That
Ooh.
first time he looks up at me and
licks
grossly
me.
licks
I
me.
used to love it.
Now I don't like the way this child feels
Ugh.
in my arm.
Ugh. 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 Oh my God. When he was a baby and he licked me, we were fucking live streaming it. And it was just now. Ooh.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Things require
can't-
a lot of.
It's so hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Like the work is tough enough,
yeah.
but we don't, because we're projecting and thinking about these things out of time and out of space. We just think about them as these events that we forget how hard it is to do something that your heart isn't in. And when that goes, all of a sudden that work that you were totally capable of, totally up for, but you were up for it, what you were wagering was that you'd want to do the work, not I can do this work even when I don't want to.
When I hate Tristan.
When I hate Tristan.
Oh, God.
When I hate him.
Tristan, I hate him. I can't. Oh, hate
I
him.
don't like the way he feels.
Anything about it. Triscuits, too close to Tristan. Get him out. Ugh! My problem started when I joined an erotic story site. Problem? That sounds like when things really just begin.
When your world opened up.
Yeah. When you go from sort of like from black and white to color, really. I enjoy writing erotica. Fucking barf. I can't even read that. Oh my God. What if somebody said that to you? I enjoy writing erotic. Say it. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I enjoy writing that word, and when I joined, I decided to write as a female, even though I'm a man. Here we go. I'll be going as Genevieve Jovolet. What? Your name's Jerry Gavin, is it? My stories garnered quite a following. However, there was one writer who was very eloquent and passionate. He and I began to exchange emails daily. He's a writer for a newspaper, A Vanishing Breed. I really enjoyed his writing, and he enjoyed reading my stories. I sent him some special ones that I had not posted yet. As our friendship grew,
he knows, bro. Don't worry.
As our friendship grew, we confided deeply in one another.
Yeah, you're about to confide even deeper in one another.
Yep. He wanted pictures, so I found photos of a lovely female online, and I forwarded them to him.
Don't worry about it.
Dog, he knows.
He knows.
He
you're
knows,
a dude.
Jerry.
He knows, Jerry.
Jerry, it's all good.
Dog, it's only dudes there.
Dog.
Just keep going with the fantasy. He knows you're sending the fucking fake pictures.
Long story shorter, now he's in love with me and wants to leave his wife.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to meet in person. I don't want to hurt his feelings, but obviously we can't meet in person.
Yeah, you can.
I'm thinking of dying in a car wreck. To end this,
Wait.
quote unquote, to end this situation. Are there any better ideas? Jerry.
You've gone too far, Jerry.
Jerry, you took it one step. You were right there.
You were totally...
You were right on the razor's edge. And it was working. It was burning red hot. But sometimes those flames, they get too fucking hot and an ember jumps and it catches.
Catches the lapel.
Catches your fucking ascot. Jerry.
So,
what's Jerry do?
Well...
Edward wants to meet. It's quite obvious. Edward needs to meet. Edward wants to leave his wife.
Edward's leaving his wife.
He's left her. I mean, that's like in the past. I'm thinking about... You've done it.
You've already left.
Well,
You're out the door.
You're gone.
Packed
a light suitcase and he's out. 37 years of marriage. He packed a suitcase and in 45 minutes was like, I'm leaving. What's Jerry do? Excuse me. What does Genevieve do?
What do you think those pictures are like?
Tasteful.
What do you think the erotica's like? Very tasteful.
Highly sensual. Deeply sensual.
And what do you think...
I think the pictures...
What do you think
somehow
Jerry was
made it
getting out
work.
of this deal?
Appreciation for his work, which all artists want. Mm-hmm. He is a writer. He's always wanted to be a writer. He's now writing, and
well, he's worked his way into the ultimate fan fiction, which is that he's catfishing this fucking dude.
Yeah,
because every email he writes is an erotic piece of fiction.
It's the duality of it. It's almost too much.
You gotta just meet him.
And then run away together?
Well, if that's what happens,
Probably.
But, I mean, maybe. But like, you just say, okay, I'll meet you. You don't say anything.
So
And
you
then you'd be
say,
like,
Edward, I will meet you.
Ed.
Eddie.
It's me.
Eddie, it's me, Jerry. So you meet at a hotel. You meet at a downtown hotel.
But in the lobby, so that he doesn't like
No.
kill you in private when you reveal
already
to him.
have the room. You leave another name down there just to keep this like sexual facade.
The worst.
And
you want everything to end in just total
Tears.
fucking disaster and tears, man. You like
Shock.
things being ruined forever for people.
I like people to be woken up.
Cruelly.
I want, regardless, the end outcome, I want people's eyes to open
Yeah, regardless of how painful that
to,
is.
to reality. So you rent the room. You send Ed up to room 420.
Caitlin is waiting for you.
Katiana and Genevieve.
Katiana.
What?
Yeah.
They're both waiting? Do you remember in story
brought-
11
she brought
when
her-
Katya met Genevieve?
Her Russian cousin is here.
Oh,
too.
yes, she's in town for business.
Lucky you.
So you say, what do you say? Meet me at fucking Denny's, and you just roll in like, hey, I'm Jerry. And Ed's sitting there like
get
what
your,
the fuck?
Get your shit together.
Oh, Ed says that to...
But like, are we doing this for real or are we not?
Who? Jerry says that or Ed
Everybody
says that?
says that. It's just you confront it and be like, yeah. So this is me.
This is what?
But I don't know what Jerry wants out of the deal. Does Jerry want him to leave his wife and say like, I want to be with you?
Yeah.
You think?
He so believes in his writing. I mean, writers, they want to believe their words are so powerful that Ed would leave his... He already has.
But does he want Ed to then come and live with him? Is he in love with Ed?
No.
I can't believe I'm asking you this. Why do I listen to you? Why do I ask you and then think it's not the same thing as the other shows? Because the other shows you've done more research, but this is you're just making it up.
But you're listening like, so he does want to be loved. So the end is
So
he will
stupid.
leave with
This is so dumb. You're like, yes, no. But wait, like, why I ask you this?
Because you're asking
It's
me,
so-
you're looking me dead in the
so
eye.
dumb.
You're being
It's
so
like-
fucking serious. And I'm like, why is he listening to me?
But like, if Jerry is in love with Edward,
I don't think he is.
he just is in love with the fact that this
That
is
someone-
he's doing. Yeah, he's
Someone's buying his bullshit, erotica.
Right. So then you might have to die in a car crash. And do it soon because this dude is like literally going to like kill his fucking wife.
Yeah, if he hasn't
because
already.
he's so in love with this woman
There's
that
no other way
you've
out.
created.
He has to leave his current
My
situation.
assumption would just be like that when it started that it's two guys who in their heart of hearts know that it's just like there's no way a woman that looks like this would be writing me this kind of smut. Like this has to be two men
way.
just like, yes, I know, but I don't care.
No.
That we put enough of a partition between us that I'm allowed to accept this type of stimulation from a man, even though I wouldn't be comfortable enough to accept that, firsthand, as it were. Because there are no women writing in those erotica forums, but maybe they don't know that they wouldn't be there if they didn't think that there was maybe the possibility of...
They're dudes. They're fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah. So this dude believes that these pictures that he sent off the internet are really her.
Yeah. And like no writer doesn't, I mean, writers think that like that they're good writers. So if somebody responded,
Couldn't stop.
like anyone that sits down to write something, they think it's good.
Right. So if somebody's like, I'm
This is
eating
great.
up.
They're like, I know, I'm a writer. No, you're not. You trust me, but it got made and it's being loved. So I think that it just feeds into that. Oh my God, my erotica is so powerful.
Look at this guy.
Look at what I've done
to this man.
with my erotica.
Look at Ed. Ed's freaking out.
Losing it. Killed his wife. My husband and I always host my in-laws for the holidays. Every year, my mother-in-law comes in and immediately starts cleaning, vacuuming, dusting, mopping, etc. She has very high standards and insists that she can only be in a spotless home. Jonathan, we keep a pretty clean house. This year, my husband and I both took the day off before their visit, the day before the arrival, so we could clean the entire house all day. I was proud of how our home looked when we finished. However, after we finished our big holiday dinner and had done the dishes and put everything away, she went back into the kitchen and cleaned for another 2 hours while everyone else spent the evening together. I feel embarrassed that I can never live up to her standards. It seems like this will continue for years.
It will.
After she's finished, she will pull me into whatever room she has cleaned to show me how much better it looks. How can I get over my hurt and just let my mother-in-law do what she wants?
I mean, it's such a fucking passive-aggressive, fucking weird fucking
Crazy
move.
flex.
It's a crazy flex. It's also to make up for the fact that she doesn't... I mean, she's probably happier doing that because she doesn't know what to fucking do with herself otherwise. It's the only way that she's ever... defined her own worth and value. It's not like she wishes she was in the living room just kicking it with you guys having a conversation.
Yeah, like
she's not
doing poorly at Jeopardy. Like
she's
not
just
answering anything.
she's doing it, but to in turn do that at your expense of basically making you feel. If you're comfortable with the level of cleanliness in your own home, then she can fucking eat.
Wouldn't it be awesome to just like?
Or be like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, or just however it is that lets her fucking go house on your fucking
Go house.
If you have to agree with her or
leave
put up
it
a
filthy.
fight,
Don't show up the next. Don't take that day off.
throw a
work next
rager
time.
the night before. Go to Six Flags that
Go
day.
nuts.
And then do whatever it is that makes her. You couldn't clean my home. You didn't even know how. Wink, wink. Whoa,
Get the
shit!
car.
Like
Get the car
Let her.
running.
She's going crazy.
Absolutely. Just it's all. This is
And
your
then when
trip.
you get back, be like, "You call this tub clean? You don't know clean, bitch." And then she'd be like, "God, she's working. Who wouldn't want someone to go fucking clean their house?"
I think someone who wants to be respected as another fellow homemaker who is worked hard to try to relieve this person's compulsion, not realizing that it's like a fucked up power move.
It's one thing if she just came over and like ran her finger along everything and made you feel like shit and didn't clean.
But she cleans.
Cleans it.
Let her clean.
Let her fucking clean.
It's her job.
Yeah.
It's her get down.
God.
It's like her thing.
Piss on the sheets.
Yeah.
Let her go crazy.
I think
I think I pissed the sheets last night. I don't know what happened.
here.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
That's
just,
awesome.
You got to get over your bullshit
I
that
guess,
you
yeah,
somehow,
Yeah. Man, that'd be amazing. Invite them over more
It's
often.
the only thing she's probably fucking good at. So she does it to try to, establish herself as like, I need to be better than you. This is her mother-in-law, right?
Yeah, but she hates her.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's her mother-in-law, right?
Hates her.
So
I don't know how that works,
it's
right?
just
Isn't
like
that this thing?
it's like so
Yeah, the
atypical
Can't
bullshit.
take my son.
You're not good
Too
enough.
good for my son. You don't know shit about
Only
cleaning.
I can touch him.
Only I can touch his fridge. You don't know what a clean fridge looks like, bitch.
It's just that shit.
Bleach your face.
Just get over
My
it.
son deserves a clean tub. Ring around this tub. You can't fuck my son in this tub.
I can't believe you fucked my son in this
You
tub.
You ride my son's dick in this dirty tub?
Hold on.
Hold on a second.
Go
Get
to
the
Magic
fuck-
Mountain.
Go to the mall. Clean this fucking tub before you fuck him in it. Yeah, I don't know how that fucking shit works, but like, every fucking relationship is fucking insane and fucking impossible. So anytime you add in more people,
much less their people, like the people that they like
made them, came out of, fuck it.
Shit show.
Can't fuck my son. He came out of me. You know shit. It was in me. Think you could fuck him? I think I can. I do. You don't know how to fuck him. I don't know how that shit works. It'd be best. We should have kids continue doing the podcast and then it just be And then we have some insight. Because once people have kids, it's like, you watch stand-ups, they have a kid, that's the whole, it like takes over because it's right.
Their routine.
It just becomes it. Like,
so what? We're just gonna then we.
I guess the podcast would be like two dads.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh, that'd be so bad.
Worse than it is now.
Oh my God! Try to listen to that. So how do you get him to sleep? And then we sharing tips. Oh man!
But it would be cool.
Okay.
To have a kid, and
have him be dope.
Well,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be cool, but also to be able to be like, listen, like
a rad, smart ass daughter.
I may not be the best
that
dad,
swears,
but like I did this show, and like if you listen to it, like everything is true. Like everything I say on it, like don't listen to me, just listen to the show.
In what context?
Like as a parent, I can't be as frank and honest with you as I would like to be because I have to try to protect you. But this show, like when I talked about the world, I was talking about it not trying to protect you. So just listen to the show.
How old is the kid when you're saying it to them?
Like 12.
So you tell your 12-year-old daughter and all of her friends, listen, I can't be the way I'd like to be. So listen to the episode where we talk about what women different ages watch on Pornhub. Oh, it didn't start until 18? Oh, fuck. That's your daddy.
There's your real daddy.
That's your real daddy.
That's what your real daddy's like.
This mark-ass buster daddy?
I guess maybe, okay, think about it more as like you're dead. And they're like, I loved him, but I never felt like I knew him. And then I'm like, well, hold on, you got 1,200 hours to listen to him talk to this other asshole.
Yeah.
Like you'll get a pretty good idea of who he was,
That guy, that guy's my uncle? The other one?
Uncle?
What are you talking about? He knows mom? It's very complicated. More you're dead, and we're leaving it to the child.
Yeah.
I guess kind of like,
I think there's part of me that feels that way.
That's what you're doing now.
Maybe now, sometimes.
That at some point you'll say to your kid, like, I don't fucking know. No, go listen to the podcast.
Or that I won't be here.
I can't say that to you. It will be a recorded video. If you're watching this, I'm no longer here.
So long to have you that like I'm dying now.
Yeah, you see how old and fucking sick I am?
When you turn 16, you should listen to the show.
I used to be able to move. Yeah, your dad's mad old. Yes, because I had you when I was 52.
Because he's too busy talking.
I'm so too busy talking to his asshole. To fuck and have a kid.
Making up stories.
Listening to him intently. Make believe. Jonathan, in the past year, Steve, my boyfriend of several years, has disappeared into the seedy underbellies of Twitter and 4chan. Steve used to listen to an assortment of news sources. Now he gets most of his news off of the trollish, quote, alt-right sections of those sites.
You lost Steve.
He's gone.
It's just
gone.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're done.
When Steve's at work, you
need to get your
you have
stuff.
8 hours to get out.
Get out. Go.
You have 8 hours. You need to call all of your friends and say, we have 6.5 hours. I got to get out of here.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of
I'm
here.
a celebrity. Get me the fuck off this Love Island. Steve has become increasingly and self-admittedly anti-Semitic, and he's adopted offensive terms popularized on his internet hangouts that he finds hilarious. Mm-hmm. He spends a lot of time trying to convince me that his favorite author isn't a Nazi. I disagree. He makes purposely inflammatory tweets under an anonymous account and has been banned more than once. Oh, man.
How have you not dumped this guy already?
Ari, what do you...
You must be afraid for your life.
That could be it. He puts firearms. Jonathan, I thought this was a knee-jerk reaction to the current political and social climate surrounding white men and that it would pass. It has not. I get morbid and inappropriate humor. I'm not easily offended, but this just feels wrong. I have not stressed how deeply this bothers me, and that's on me. It's affecting our otherwise good relationship, and I want my boyfriend back. Can't happen.
You've lost him.
Oh, he's gone. My boyfriend's not coming back. How do I bring this up to him after shamefully allowing it for this long?
You can't.
Or you can't.
I mean,
it's past the point
blood
of no
on
return.
your hands too.
You're guilty.
You should feel like you
are.
you enabled this to happen.
The fact that you spent more than 9 hours from the first
N-bomb he dropped.
or
like,
anti-Semitic or anything, or like, Jordan Peterson actually,
like that you have had multiple.
You've had chances.
Multiple sexual interactions with him since then.
Oh God!
2 years you've been doing this for.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just thought it was a phase.
I thought it was a phase at his internet hangouts. His 4chans.
I mean, if you say 4chan, I'm out the door.
Oh God, dog. Yeah. I mean, the Twitter, you get all right. Then Reddit, and then you start to get a little antsy. But that could be.
As soon as you
but
get,
that could go.
You
You drop a 4chan. Before you're 4chan, you're an 8chan.
and then that's it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Then you're a fucking 8chan. You're on best score. Then you're on best score. You're on the deep web, and it's gone. You're gone.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
You have to. I mean,
Just 6.5
you have to-
hours.
you have
Call
6.5
the team in.
hours.
Call the team in.
Get away from him,
Recon.
and then tell him.
Yeah. You need to
Tell
go
him from a
on
distance.
like all your socials. Get on the fucking gram. Everything needs to be deleted. You need to wipe this fucking clean.
You need to.
Wipe this hard drive clean. Emails have to be sent. Text. Phone calls. You got 6.5 hours. You got your team with you. They're there. The squad is there. Everyone's there for their purpose. You handle this room. You do this. You got to give the passwords to everybody because everything's got to be wiped clean. You got 6 hours and 15 minutes now. You got to get that closet cleaned.
Would there be a?
Oh, we're talking about a company. All right, hold on. And I knew it. I knew by the end of this we would have a business model.
It's like a team, like I need
access to everything. Sorry, I need passwords.
That's a violation. I think that's illegal. But if you
they willingly have to give it to us because we're there. It's recon. We're there to fucking tactical. I need everything. I'm sorry.
I think there might be a way to.
You got to trust
You're
us.
saying you've got them.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We don't need it to
his stuff. You're saying
we need your shit because this guy's on Instagram. This guy's on Facebook. She's on Twitter.
But what about all the physical things too? I mean, this is a whole team. So you need a truck.
There's 12 people at least. We have 6 hours now. Clock gets put up and it's off. We got to go. Physical evidence. The amount of texts and phone calls that need to be made to people to let them know this is happening. And knowing that it all got to be done, that he could at any point, he's at work. Somebody could be like, what's Amelia do? What the fuck is this? What's going on? What's going on at the crib?
Then you need someone to be able to fill out paperwork for a restraining order in that time.
Oh, someone's already at someone's at the police station.
It's a lot of stuff.
Maybe it's 14. I thought it was going to be 12 people. Maybe it's 14 people. Yeah. It's a crazy company. Peace of Mind Industries. Peace of Mind LLC. What? Can you put a price tag on Peace of Mind?
Well, I was going to ask you, how much do we charge? Because
all we say is, can you put a price tag on Peace of Mind?
Well, yeah, you're going to have to. After the 6.5 hours is up.
It's actually down about 5.5 now. It's crazy. And that's only going to work. This service is only going to be.
If someone truly didn't feel safe in a situation, but was like, I need to get out of here, but like, I can't just like pack a bag and go. Like, my life is here. To be able to say like, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. And to be like, I have this window of time. You need to come and get me and make sure that I'm safe. And meanwhile, do all of this stuff and get me out of here.
I'm woke. Get me out of here. I'm dealing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's on 4chan. Get me out.
I mean, that's probably, I bet every 4 minutes, a woman is looking at a phone or a laptop and realizing that her white boyfriend has gone to the dark side. And so this is a service that, Jonathan, right now in these heady socio-political times, Peace of Mind Industries is ready to pop off.
It's a growing
But we need seed money. I need $100 million just to get it up and running.
Today. Not a bad idea.
Great idea. Great idea.
Peace of Mind Industries.
Peace of Mind Industries. Your white boyfriend graduated college 2 years ago, hasn't found a job, complaining more and more and more, finding himself online.
A lot of gaming.
Yeah.
A lot of gaming, a lot of news,
A lot of complaining.
a lot of news networks.
A lot of networking. A lot of chit-chatting. Clock is ticking. Can you put a price tag on peace of mind? Josh Brolin's our spokesperson. You picture Brolin in tactical. He's on the set of Sicario 3.
Which they are making.
Cut! He turns and walks off. Desert setting. Some fucking desert nation that they're there to like do fucking, rendition on somebody, some terrorist. Hi, I'm Josh Brolin here on the set of Sicario 3, Day of the Reckoning. I want to tell you about a company that my two best friends started. The pictures of you and I, younger. It's called Peace of Mind Industries.
Be good.
Got to get in on it quick.
It's good work, too. It's God's work.
It's helping. Saving lives.
Literally.
Literally. Oh, yeah, dude.
Literally saving lives.
Saving lives. Literally. Episode 710 of Yeah Dude, America Through the Eyes of Two American Americans. Thank you for going on this journey, this odyssey with us as we dip back in and ask Jonathan and try to get to the bottom of just this thing we're doing here. This thing called life. Come back for episode 711.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. I always dreamt about that, really.
It's a weird thing to dream about.
Come back for episode 711, and we got 3 shows coming up. Get tickets to those shows. Saturday, April 20th in LA at the Lodge Room, Highland Park. Brown paper tickets. Detroit, Ferndale, Michigan, Magic Bag, Saturday night, June 22nd. Get tickets our website in the Magic Bag. And Saturday night, July 6th, One-Eyed Jack's, French Quarter, New Orleans.
So stoked.
Tickets there and tickets on our website. That's 4th of July weekend. That's a celebratory weekend.
It's going to be fun. We're listener supported and commercial and advertising free. So if you'd like to pledge to us to keep the show going, keep the archives of the shows up and access to those, the videos, all that kind of stuff, please consider pledging to us. Thank you to everyone who does pledge.
Thank you for making a
Patreon,
going out of your way and going to Patreon and doing that. And I know it can be a little bit annoying, but just the fact that you sought us out to help support this podcast that it is incredible. And so thank you.
Our website, UhhYeahDude.com. There's contacts for us there. There's links to the ticket sites. There's also a merch store where you can buy stickers and T-shirts and stuff like that.
888-842-2357. We've had that forever. 2006 for life when we started. You can call there and share your thoughts.
Come back for 7-Eleven.
Come back for 7-Eleven. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.